What's up, everybody? We just finished our series, A New Mindset, this week. We're going to be talking about it in small groups tonight, but I love where we ended up. I love where we ended up in Colossians chapter 3 because it tells us, Paul tells us, to set our minds on things above and also to set our hearts on things above. And we talked about it this way. I'm very passionate about our youth group becoming an Olympic gold medalist in dodgeball. Now, this may not happen. I don't even know if they have that in the Olympics, but let's just say that we could do that. Let's just say that we were able to go to the Olympics and play for gold, right? What would we have to do in order to do this? We'd have to first assemble our team of youth members and youth leaders. We would have to get jerseys. We would have to do a lot of different things, right? We'd have to train every single day. We'd have to have practice every single day. When maybe we go to the gym and we work out and we get strong so that we can throw the ball a little bit harder. You know, maybe we change our diet because Olympians eat well, right? If I was to go to the Olympics now, I would not be able to compete in anything because my diet, my exercise routine, all of these things aren't good, right? Here's the idea. If we have our mind set on a goal to go to the Olympics and win a gold medal, it changes the way that we live, right? Because we don't just continue in our way of life that may have some bad habits, that may have some bad things in it. We got to get rid of that, right? Sometimes when I know I need to go for a run or go to the gym, I sit down and eat popcorn instead, right? But that's not what we would do if we were training for the Olympics. We have our mind set on the goal. We got to get rid of that mindset. We got to get rid of that way of life and instead fill our lives with things that are going to help us reach our goal. In Colossians chapter 3, it tells us that we have to set our minds on things above. We have to set our minds where Jesus is, seated at the right hand of God. Set our minds there, set our hearts there. And when our minds are set on a goal, it changes our lives. Many of you all, you've got a sports season coming up. You're really excited for this academic year in school, and maybe you want to make straight A's. So you figure out a way to put in time every single day to study and prepare. Or maybe it's a sports season, and you want to win a state championship this year. So you put in that extra work, or you put in the work that you need to and get rid of some things that are holding you back from getting there. You get the point. If your mind is set somewhere, it changes the way that you live. It's the same way with our relationship with God. If we have our mind set where He is, it changes the way that we live. It goes on in chapter 3 to say, hey, here's who you used to be. But then it shifts to here's who you are now. You are a chosen people. You were chosen to live this life for God. I love this. Sometimes all we have to do is change where we're looking. So many times we can put ourselves here and put God here, but we have to switch the mindset and have a new mindset and say, God is there. And so I want to ask you the question, where is your mind set? Because I believe, just like if we were to prepare for an Olympic gold medal, which one day I hope we're able to do and maybe win in dodgeball together, if we were to have that as our goal and our mindset, then we would change the way we live. So, whenever we think about this idea of a new mindset, we understand that Jesus came to die for us on the cross, a triumphant victory over death, nailing our sins and our shame to the cross. We have to recognize that He came and did that for us so that we can live for Him. And so we got a new mindset. My challenge to you, set your minds on things above where Christ is, because when you see God where He's supposed to be and you put Him in the place where He's supposed to be, and you set your minds there, we love people different, we see people different, and ultimately the way that we see our lives are different because we see every opportunity as a way to share Jesus with people.